A young girl called Maina Maged suffered from a condition called parasitic twin. Maina and her twin sister were fused together at the head. Her twin had no limbs and could only smile, blink and cry. The creepy picture of a patient sitting outside Ohio's Cleveland State Medical Hospital in 1946, suffering from a rare condition. Tree Man, also known as Didi, is an Indonesian man who suffers from a rare condition. The condition causes hard fungal growths resembling tree bark to protrude from his skin. This horrific picture of a patient suffering from general paralysis poses for a photo at West Riding Lunatic Asylum in Wakefield, England, 1869. The photographs that emerged from the Nazi-led concentration camps are among some of the most horrifying ever produced, let alone during World War II. On December 7, 1941, the US naval base Pearl Harbor was the scene of a devastating surprise attack by Japanese forces. Japanese fighter planes destroyed nearly 20 American naval vessels, including 8 battleships, over 300 airplanes, and more than 2,400 Americans, including civilians, died in the attack, with another 1,000 Americans wounded. A young man from rural Colombia developed a rare condition which causes moles to grow all over his body at an incredibly fast rate. As a result of the disease, a mole grew so large that it covered his entire back. He was dubbed Turtle Boy by his peers, as a huge mole looked like a shell. World War I sound finders were designed to detect which direction enemy planes were approaching from in 1914. This harrowing picture from January 7, 1945 shows the Soviet army entering Auschwitz, and where they apparently found 7,600 Jewish detainees who had been left behind. Here a doctor of the 322nd Rifle Division of the Red Army helps take survivors out of Auschwitz. They stand at the entrance where the iconic sign reads, "Work brings freedom." The crazy, longest running prison rodeo in the nation of America is held at the Angola prison. In 1965, the arena was built by inmates. What started as entertainment for only inmates and prison employees has now turned into a spectacular event for everyone to enjoy. The rodeo, opened to the public in '67, has continued to grow in size and become popular each year. This creepy picture of a rural Turkish family who have some sort of unidentified disease that causes them to walk on all fours and have primitive speech. Essentially, their bodies have developed in a way to resemble those of apes. Scientists are still not sure what causes the family to do this, but there has been speculation of genetic causes. This gentleman has something called agria, where the skin takes on a permanent grey/blue tone. It is caused by improper exposure to the element of silver. A hungry boy stands alone and eats with his hands, as other boys sit together under a blanket beside a small wood-burning stove at a hospital for mentally handicapped children in Albania in March '92. A professional rat catcher showing off his kill. Rat catchers would scour the sewers of Europe and receive money for every rat they caught in 1904. This harrowing picture foreshadows what was about to come, as Nazis sing outside Jewish art shops to encourage Germans to boycott the shops in 1933. This crazy picture shows how a brewery in England delivers kegs of beer on Spitfires to troops fighting in Normandy in June 1944. The unique picture of Salvador Dali walking his pet anteater in 1969. A child patient sits inside Normansfield Hospital in Teddington, England on February 12, 1979. An alien mugshot, part of a 1958 hoax in Bad Axe, Michigan. Japanese women in a Tokyo courtroom cover their faces in shame.